The National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame presents our 30th Anniversary Celebration and Induction Ceremony, featuring the honorees for Chairman's Award, Athletics, Business, Civil Rights, Community Service, Education, Faith and Theology, Government, Law, Arts and Entertainment, Lifetime Achievement, Medicine, and Science. In this segment, we feature Government. Focused and courageous with a will to succeed can best describe 2015 National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame inductee for Government, Brigadier General Clara Adams Ender.
My sister Betty, who is here with us this evening, taught me how to read, and that small act changed my life forever. I shared a bedroom with two sisters. They liked to sleep and I liked to read. So as a compromise, I would open the window, hang my head and book out, and read by the moonlight. I read a lot about places in the world. I also decided that one day I would visit many of those places. I have seen many of them and more.
Segregation was the law of the South when Adams Ender entered North Carolina Agricultural and Technical College in 1956.
I learned much from the students. We were in the height of the activist civil rights era, and I joined with other students and sat in at the Woolworth counter in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Because of those protests, Adams Ender initially considered a career in law, but instead accepted a student nurse program scholarship to help pay for her last 2 years in college. That move led her to become a second lieutenant U.S. Army nurse
and began what ended in a 34-year career in defense of this nation.
In 1969, she earned a Master's of Science in Medical Surgical Nursing, and in 1976, another master's degree in Military Arts and Sciences. She was the first woman in the military to do that. She also made history by becoming the first African-American Nurse Corps officer to graduate from the United States Army War College. Adams Ender was promoted the rank of Brigadier General and became the Chief of the Army Nurse Corps. Her military career is extensive and impressive. She also served as Commanding General at Fort Belvoir in Virginia and as Deputy Commanding General of the U.S. Army District of Washington.
Thanks to the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame for this singular honor this evening.
Brigadier General Clara Adams Ender is this year's government category honoree. Following graduation from North Carolina A&T as a nursing graduate, she joined the Army as a nursing staff member. Over the years, because of her tenacity and smarts and hard work, she quickly rose to CEO for 22,000 nurses, a Brigadier General, and Director of Personnel for the Surgeon General. She is indeed an incredible woman.
In order for a woman to do well, you must be twice as good as a man in order to be considered half as good. Luckily, that was not difficult. I spent some years being an enlisted woman. I was enlisted when I came into the Army in 1959, and I went on to be an officer and started out as a basic staff nurse and ended up being chief of the Nurse Corps. And I tell youngsters till today, if you want to influence things, get in charge of it. You can influence most anything. Finally, I'd like to say that I am privileged, and as I said before, very privileged to have gone to an HBCU. When I went to an HBCU, I couldn't even spell HBCU. But I learned there, along with a lot of us who'd come from the country at that time, with the red mud still on our shoes, that you can learn a lot of things from a lot of dedicated people who come to see you do better. So I'm grateful to HBCUs because I learned my basic foundation there. You see, your foundation is what you build on from there up. And that's where I started there, and I'm very proud to have been there at that point. Thank you very much for having me here this evening, and I wish you well, always.
We hope you've enjoyed this special edit for Government. Please visit our website or call us to participate and or sponsor this worthy cause.
The 30th Anniversary Celebration and Induction Ceremony.
Thank you again from the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame.